Am I the asshole for calling my husband a selfish wimp?
Is he? Okay, sorry. Maybe.
Starting off strong
It's
on this
mean
one.
to say that, unless he is that. But it's mean to say to your loved one.
The other day, I, 28 female, had a huge fight with my husband, 28 male. I'll call him Larry for this story. Larry's parents were in town last weekend visiting my brother and sister-in-law, and they wanted to see our kids as well before they left. His parents and I have a strained history, and I have admitted that they don't like me. I have set boundaries with them that they don't like. Despite a lot of things that have happened, my husband and I believe that our kids deserve to have a relationship with them, and that strained relationship between us shouldn't affect that. So before they left for the weekend, Larry decided to meet up with them at a local Chick-fil-A to chat and let the kids play. I decided I wouldn't come so that they could enjoy it. My in-laws also decided to bring my nephew along so the cousins could all play together.
That sounds nice.
When my family came home, Larry told me that our nephew ended up peeing his pants on the playground at the restaurant.
Oh.
I cringed and said something along the lines of, "Oh, that sucks. Did anyone step in it? Did they get it cleaned up before it got too messy?" To which he responded, "I don't know. We left without telling anyone. They were closing and had no one else in the playground when we left, so my parents didn't think it was a problem to just leave it." I was shocked, speechless. I asked him if he told one of the coworkers that there was pee up there. He said no, that it wasn't his responsibility because it's not his child. He said his parents were taking care of my nephew, not him. In past conversations we've had Larry has always been very dedicated to the idea that people should be able to make their own choices in life and that we all should respect those choices even if we don't agree.
Okay.
Fence sitting asshole.
Individualist asshole, yeah.
In the past, I have found this very endearing because I agree that people deserve respect and love despite their path in life. However, this situation made my blood boil.
Yeah.
Who leaves pee on the playground without telling anyone?
Everyone's line is different, I guess.
Yeah, everyone's,
Yours is piss on the playground, which, I guess.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm also mad. Don't get me wrong. I'm also mad. I'm just like, man, you really were like, I've agreed with him before.
But now...
Shit? No, that's okay.
Maybe I shouldn't be a libertarian.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So we got in a huge argument. I ended up yelling at him for being selfish and for caring more about his mother's fragile ego instead of caring about the other kids and employees that would be at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I kept calling him selfish, and he said I am being an asshole and not respecting other people's decisions and that I'm just very against him and his parents when they are together. His brother and sister-in-law agree that it wasn't that big of a deal to leave the pee. This has been an ongoing battle for a few days now between me and Larry. I've had time to cool off and I feel really bad about calling him a selfish, but also still feel like I wasn't wrong. He should have told someone, right? Or am I the asshole?
No, he should have. Yeah, you're right.
Edited to answer some questions. I've been trying to respond to comments, but this seems easier.
Okay.
Larry told me it was a puddle of pee.
Oh my God.
Crazy. We haven't been sorry?
That's a lot of pee.
That's a lot of pee,
yeah. Wow.
We haven't been having active nuclear fights for days. We just haven't seen each other much this week because we have alternating work schedules, night and day. We spent time as a family and still felt tension. We both know opinions haven't changed. We just didn't have the time to talk about it thoroughly until today, hence why I said it's been going on for days. Larry told me about the pee because he was disappointed in his parents. He told me by saying something along the lines of, "It was crazy because nephew peed at the playground and my parents didn't tell anyone." To which I responded with, "Did it get cleaned? Was it messy, etc.?" Then I got upset when he didn't say anything either because he wanted to respect his parents' decision.
Yeah, well, like, why? So he just wants sympathy for his parents being shitty, but he didn't do anything about it? Okay. Yeah.
He said he would have said something if it was our kids that peed. Okay, wow.
Oh, yeah, wow.
We do love each other.
Okay, all right, okay. That is not a question.
Lawyer up. Go to the gym. Divorce lawyer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Larry has said multiple times that he would cut ties with his parents if I asked him to, but I maintain that family is important, so I don't think I'm looking for something to be angry about every time they are together.
His philosophy doesn't make sense, because why would he do it if you wanted him to? Because doesn't he make his own decisions?
Apparently, yeah. Weird. Yeah, you're right about that.
Okay.
I recognize that despite our core values on societal well-being versus personal choice is very, very different, I still had no right to call him names and have apologized. We are going to try counseling.
Yeah, I mean the name calling is never good, but and especially if you're married and you shouldn't be calling people names. But why would he be like I would probably do the same thing. He is a wimp. Like, why are you complaining then to me? Like, if you're gonna be this libertarian, you're right, libertarian. Like, no, everyone pulls himself up by their bootstraps, individualized. We all make our own decisions. Blah blah blah. I care about me and mine, and that's it.
Actually, should have been the nephew himself to actually tell the Chick-fil-A people he pissed his pants.
Then why the fuck? Yeah, right. Telling your kid, you go sit in your shame and tell someone you pissed your pants, nephew. You go tell and like scar a kid for no fucking reason because he can't be a fucking adult and like, talk to another adult. Yeah. Like, that's crazy. Yeah. Or even just go clean up in his damn self.
Yeah,
you're taking care of kids. They're gonna piss.
Pretty fucking crazy, honestly.
That's insane to me. Like, I don't know. Yeah, and then it is like, what lesson does that kid learn that he can piss in the thing and leave?
Yeah, just
like, what the fuck?
That's pretty crazy.
That's how you raise selfish motherfuckers. Man. I would be worried because you're married and you're raising children together.
That this is
what is he teaching your children?
Yeah. Because you're also teaching other kids when you're around kids, whether you want to or not. Like, kids are fucking sponges. Whatever you do will impact them,
but why
even if they're
he,
not your own.
In my eyes, why does he want sympathy that's unearned? Because his parents are a piece of shit, but he did essentially the same thing.
Yeah.
You get that?
When they do it, it's wrong.
No, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and do the right fucking thing to get my sympathy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
No, for some reason, it's my job as the wife or whatever, the person you're putting all your shit onto, your supplier or whatever, that is my job to give you endless empathy and sympathy all the time, but you don't actually have to do anything. That shit pisses me off.
Yeah. Dude. That's fucked up, yeah.
That would cause an argument in that, as well as
already, yeah.
Just that. Just you're being a hypocrite.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I get it though. Yeah, because like I just don't understand it's just I don't know. I don't
understand how people are even attracted to people like this.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that you care very much about other people and we're together is not a coincidence.
That is true. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that is. Yeah. It does. It counts for something at least.
It does. It's an attractive trait. The idea of like, oh, I care about everyone else around in the area, even if it's just strangers.
Yeah.
Saying, yeah, the kid pissed himself. I don't know. I don't care. Is fucking gross and doesn't make me want to procreate with that person.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. Or hang around them even if my friend was like, I don't give a shit, it's not my kid.
I'd be like, come on.
I'd be out of there. I don't know.
I feel like that's kind of, I don't know. I feel like when it's like, like kids are usually, I'm assuming 9 times out of 10, like innocent people, they're just tiny adults that, they're learning shit.
Well, and it's all, it's also like, I mean, who hasn't pissed their pants as a kid, honestly?
As an adult.
Superman? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Fucking you're Clark Kent out here, the perfect American, and you've never pissed your pants in a ball pit before? Yeah. Crazy. I don't know. I think that is like a canon thing, but it's also like everything with a kid is like a learning event of how to be in society, which I think part of me is like, I think a lot of politeness and shit is ableist, is like, this is how you be neurotypical, and if you're neurodivergent and you break these things, then who cares? If you're neurodivergent and you break these things, then I care very deeply because you're not acting neurotypical, and I want to put you into a neurotypical box because it's bad to be neurodivergent and you're not supposed to act that way. And I think a lot of like fucking 80% of not politics. I can't talk. It's late at night.
Yeah, it's very,
politeness and like manners is that. But I think there are certain things where it's like you shouldn't inconvenience other people.
Yeah.
When you can do something.
Yeah.
Which I think there's like, manners in like a communal living kind of way, which is you care about your neighbor, talk to your neighbor, don't breed mistrust of your neighbor, you know, learn how to stand up for yourself so that you're not, you know, breaking down yourself, but also like make sure that the people around you are okay and take care of them. Like, I don't know, when people say that like, why are men never taught laundry, but women are, it's not that women shouldn't do laundry. It's that everyone should be doing their own laundry.
Yeah. Yeah, it shouldn't just
if
be...
you're able to, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And you should also be doing the laundry of people that aren't able.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Helping people's good.
Believe it or not, that's it, you know? I don't know. I don't think that's a radical idea.
Sadly, it is.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of shit that you've taught me manners-wise, I wasn't taught growing up. I always thought that it was rude for people, for there to be like only a different, like only not English written down. My mom specifically was like, that's rude. You should be upset at that. And now I'm like, what a racist, xenophobic ideal. I couldn't care less.
I don't care either, yeah.
If I'm in a location and everything's in Spanish and everyone else around me is Spanish. Yeah. They're all saying Spanish things. I never have cared. But if I was a person where I really wanted to like suck up to my mom,
you would have like just been like, yeah, no, that's fucked up. Like
I
you
would
just
be in a situation where I would feel some sort of white rage.
Yeah.
And take out this internalized racism that was literally implanted into me.
Yeah.
I was like, that's what they're being rude on purpose rather than just they're talking to each other. It's just like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that. Yeah. Jesus, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's wild.
I think it's wild too. Solved it.
Solved it.